We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. A new era begins here in Indy as the Jags and Colts are underway to begin the new season. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And now off to the races down the right side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 36 yards on the play.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Come on. Hey! 60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Let's go!
Richardson out of the shotgun. That complete to Downs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So this, a great matchup here in Indy. You get a divisional game right out of the gate. But, Charles, what do you see in store for these two teams in 2023?
Indianapolis trying to get themselves reestablished as a playoff team, but they've kind of hit the reset button a little bit. While Jacksonville, coming off of a big finish in 2022, they believe they're the team to beat in the AFC South.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And Gay knocks this one through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Quiddy Pay. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Lawrence. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner with a sack. The former number 7 overall pick.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up. Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd.
Hey, kill!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already we've seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double zero, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Hurry.
Off the option, here's Taylor. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Come 19.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, he's got him all complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. On the option to give to Taylor here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. All-around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to stop him for a loss.
Panther 11.
Now Richardson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Hawk 70. Let's go.
Richardson. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Taylor is into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
2nd down and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Open man downfield is Ridley. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Their throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for our Colts.
Play action. Now Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 14-yard line. Go.
Richardson now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Pioneer.
Here's Richardson to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Colts. Jonathan Taylor. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Gain is up and good. His guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be our first chance in the new season to see the new fair catch rule for 2023. And this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They can certainly use it down by 2 scores. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
11.
From midfield now, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Lawrence. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And they'll run with ETN. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either, so certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very solid gain of 27. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gun.
On play action, Lawrence. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle and friendly partner. It's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
They go play action with Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 18. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Bronco 80, 19 Lions. Dragon 60.
Richardson working from the gun. And I think the ball's out, and the Jags grab it. So what a turnaround to begin this second half. A touchdown and then the fumble recovery in quick succession.
It certainly feels like whatever was said at the half,
it certainly struck the right chord because they've come out with a lot more fire here in this third quarter. Down 2 scores at the half. Now they're right back in this thing with a chance to capitalize right here.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, you pointed out to me at half. Seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Etienne up the middle. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. McManus's point after is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble, cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Off the option, here's Taylor. Oh, some strong running. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 64 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the option to give to Taylor here. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And quickly they get to the line. Now Richardson going to shift things up. Richardson to throw on 2nd down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. A short throw to Ingram, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, He committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And ETN going to have a Jags first down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line.
11.
Now Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Colts are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
At the 26-yard line.
Richardson looking to throw this. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Ready?
For our Colts.
18.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
18 rats, go.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Indy. 51 yards. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Here's 1st and goal. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey, smash Bronco.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Colts put together a fourth quarter drive to take the lead. They get one more as the extra points up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Jaguars pick over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Hey, chill.
Here's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Lawrence. And one more time. Here's Kirk. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Throwing now, Lawrence. And this is called. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Now McManus for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Next to score, Jaguars 28, Colts 24.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Richardson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Oh, they took a big shot there for the end zone, and if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Richardson to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
That is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Here's Richardson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
This will be swung out wide for Taylor. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run. Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
That's complete to Pierce. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Richardson. Escaping the pressure right. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Pioneer. 19, Lion. Dragon 60. On the ball.
One last shot for Richardson. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand